Hello, we're going to be talking about functional weight training to keep you in shape and keep you off the couch and working out. So let me show you what you need to have. You need to have a couple of heavy books. My books of choice are the Beatles and Sports Illustrated. You need to have a towel around this size or a little bit bigger, and 2 cans of food. These are 16 ounces each. So most of this you should have around the house, and you can do this exercise with us. We're going to start off with warm up, and then we're going to get right into different body parts. Are you with me? Let's go. So we're going to start off just by rolling the shoulders, and we're going to be rolling them back. Just roll them back. And then we're going to reach over, stretch the side. We're going to stretch here. Then you're going to turn your hand and really push. That way you feel the stretch all the way down. Hold it. All right, let's go to the other side. Reach over, kind of relax the hand. Now turn it and push. All right. Now we're going to step side to side, just stepping side to side. Now we're going to add those arms, warming up those shoulders. Stay with me. All right, now we're going to reach up and stop at the shoulders. Flex those guns, yeah. All right, let's bring it back down. And we're going to go side to side, little squats. This was warming up the thighs, otherwise known as the quads. Side to side. Now you're going to reach and pull, bring back that leg. Keep that squat going. All right. Now let's straighten those legs side to side. We're going to stretch out that upper back. And let's bring it up. Once again, stretching those sides, because we're going to get right into some core work. All right, now let's go side to side, really low. And we're going to turn it out, reach and pull. And we're going to stop right here. And let's bring it back, tilt the hip in, press the shoulders back, bring those arms down. Now let's go over to the other side, out. Bring the shoulders back and press it down. All right, I think we're ready to get started. Let's go. So right now I have both my cans. I have a 16-ounce can in both hands, and we're still in warm-up mode, but we're going to warm up the core. So everything we do standing up is going to be the middle core. You're going to start by holding the weights at the shoulders, kind of resting on them. You don't want to be doing a different weight distribution. This just keeps you very stabilized. You're going to bend at the knees, tuck the tummy in, and you're going to try to bring those elbows to your hips, side to side. Let's go. All right, and straight out front, you're going to pull it in, and these are trunk twists. Now we're only going to go hip to hip. Later on, we're going to do some deeper core work. We're still in warm-up mode. I'm doing sets of 8. This is 6, 7, and 8. Let's repeat that. Bring it up, side to side. Seven and 8. Now let's bring it out, in, side to side. 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Okay, roll out the shoulders because we're still in warm-up mode. We're going to warm up those shoulders, just shoulder shrugs. Let's go second set of 8 right here. You should be feeling this at the base of the neck, where the muscles and the shoulders in the neck connect. 7 and 8. Now lateral raise, bring it up and down. This works the top of the shoulders, otherwise known as your deltoids. Now notice I'm just raising to shoulder height. I'm not going over the head at this point. We're going to do one more set of 8 here. 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Okay, we're going to switch off and we're going to get some lower leg work done with working our quads by doing squats. Hold the weights here, or what I call suitcase style. When you do the squats, you want to make sure that your carpet's straight. You want to make sure that your glutes come out behind the knees. You're not trying to balance over the knees, and you're standing a little more than shoulder length apart. 2 ways you can do this. You can come halfway down and up, or all the way down and up. I'm just going to go halfway down for this. So we're going to do a set of 8. Now we're going to change the tempo. So we're going to come down slow and up slow. When you change the tempo, anytime you're doing a lot of repetitions, that helps to fatigue the muscle. Notice that my back and my chest is up. I'm not hunching over. Now I'm going to go back to tempo a little bit faster and finish this out. And shake it out. Yes. Okay, these are upright rows. This is a combination. What we're working now is the top of our shoulders still. So upright rows, I'm going to hold the dumbbells together. When I bring them apart, I'm working the upper back. I don't want to do that. Working shoulders here. We're going to do a set of 8, and then we're going to bend over, bend those knees slightly, and bring it out here. These are lateral flies. And then we're going to bring them up, overhead military presses. Okay, set of 8 each. Let's go. Roll it out, come on forward, lift. Now notice the elbows come out at shoulder height, parallel with the shoulder. Set of 8 here, roll it out, come on up for military press, overhead press. I'm not touching the weights together. I'm keeping resistance, and my elbows come right down across from the shoulders. Let's do another set of that. Roll it out. Let's go. And roll it on out. Come on forward. Bend slightly at the knee. Lift. The other thing you want to be careful with is that you don't hunch up the shoulders. If you start feeling a pinch in the neck, check your shoulders. Keep them down, not hunched up like this. All right, let's roll it out. Come on up. And in this case, you also want to check your back, that you're not arching the back like this. My knees are bent, my hips are tucked in, my chest is high. All right, now we're going to go into biceps. So just a reminder about form. Form is really important no matter how much weight or no weight that you're lifting. You want to make sure that your elbows are planted at the waist, almost squeezing the waist. That helps to contract that bicep. You also want to make sure that your elbow's in line with the shoulder. We're going to do alternating bicep curls. We're doing a set of 8. This is 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to change range of motion. So we're going to come up here, stop at the waist. Changing that range of motion helps to fatigue that muscle also. Remember, the elbow is in a straight line as your shoulder, and it's tight to the waist. All right, changing that range of motion again, you're going to come down in front of the thigh and curl it in. Now, why am I curling it in? Because I'm working the forearm along with that bicep. All right, now we're going to go back to full range of motion, but working those together instead of alternating. All right, so we're going to repeat that exercise. This way we're going to get 16 reps of every exercise in this particular module for biceps. 6, 7. Oh, and now we've got moving. All right, let's bring it up. Stop halfway down. Up. Now notice I'm actually stopping here. The reason why I'm actually stopping is because I'm forced to actually lift it back up. I'm not working on momentum by swinging. Everything is very deliberate. Changing that range of motion again, down, up with a curl. All right, full range of motion, set of 8. You should start feeling this now. 6, 7, and 8. All right, the next set of exercises we are going to do is triceps, which is the back of your arms, and some lat rows. The lats are the side muscles and also the upper back on each side. So you're going to stand in a lunge position. Let me show you sideways what this looks like. Just in a lunge position, all right? This is to help support the lower back. If you stand straight, sometimes it strains that lower back. So you're going to stand both shoulders facing the front. My elbow is parallel with my shoulder, and I'm stopping right here at the rib cage. And it's a press back. Make sure you're actually pressing back and contracting that muscle as you press back. A lot of times you'll see people doing this, and they're working on momentum, and all they're doing is working out that shoulder joint or shoulder ball and socket. So just press it back. 7 and 8. Now we're going to go down to the hip, and we're going to do little pulses. This is changing that range of motion and changing that tempo. Let's go 8 more right here. All right, so let's bring it back up to the rib cage, shoulders and elbow parallel, and press. 6. All right, so let's roll that out, and we're going to give this side a rest while we go to the other side. Taking a step back, elbow is parallel with that shoulder, both shoulders facing forward, stopping at the rib cage, and press. And let's come on down to the hip, changing that range of motion and that tempo. It's a squeeze back, not just swinging. All right, let's go 8 more here. And let's bring it back up to the rib cage and press. Okay, roll it out. Coming back over to this side, we're moving from the tricep to our side muscles and behind the shoulders. We're going to take that same stance, and you're going to pull that weight from in front of that knee and up. Now notice I'm not doing this. This is not what it is. You're going to pull it up, stop here. You should be able to feel this right underneath the armpit, that muscle that goes down to the waist and behind the shoulder. These are called lat rows. And notice I have a hard stop here. Why do I do that? Because that keeps me from doing this. I just do a hard stop, boom, right there. Let's go 8 more right here. 6 and 8. Roll it out. Take a stand on the other side. Rest this weight here. Bring it across that knee and up. All right, let's go 8 more. 6 and 8. Roll it on out. Okay. Okay, so the next set we're going to do is deadlifts and calf raises. So when we do a deadlift, I'm going to show you sideways what this looks like. I'm standing about shoulder length apart. My knees are straight. The idea here is to get a stretch in the glutes, hamstring, and calves. So standing about shoulder length apart, I'm going to come down to a stretch. Now, if this is how far you can go and still feel a stretch, this is all you need to do. So you're going to come down and bring it back a bit. Now, breathing is very important because we can get lightheaded doing this. So as you go down, you're going to inhale down and exhale up. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. All right, this is our second set of 8 here. Did you know a lot of times when people have knee issues, it's really because they have tight hamstrings? And so by doing this exercise, it also helps with knee health. This is 7 and 8. Go ahead and shake it out. Now we're going to do calf raises. I'm going to show you sideways and then I'm going to turn around to show you what this looks like. I'm standing in that famous lunge position and I'm just coming up on that back calf and pressing it down, up and down. And we're going to trade sides. I'm going to do it front ways because I want you to see my face. All right, let's go. Up and down. 6. All right, so let's go 8 more, and then we're going to do some pulses. We're really going to be able to feel that. 5, 6. All right, now I'm coming halfway up, and I'm just doing a little halfway double time. All right, second set. 5, 6. All right, so let's go ahead and do a stretch, and how you do that, you're going to go on a further lunge and bring this leg forward, and you should be able to feel that stretch in that calf you just worked out. Okay, let's come up, shake it out. Let's go to the other calf. Once again, take a lunge, step back, up and down, just a tempo right here. Second set. All right, halfway up, double time. Let's go. Notice by changing that tempo and range of motion, you can start to feel the muscle fatigue. All right, go ahead and take a step back further and stretch it out. Okay, so we're gonna go back to shoulders and core. If you remember in the beginning, I said this is a warm-up for core. Later on, we'll go a little deeper. Now we're going deeper. So I have just a regular hand towel, bath towel, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna twist it just a little bit. And this, we're going to raise up in front of us. Don't go higher than the shoulders. We wanna stay here, and then we're gonna go side, up, side. So this is working the front of the shoulders and your core. These are called shovels. So let me get this twisted a little bit more. We're gonna do 2 sets of 8. So I'm gonna raise it up, side, up, side, up. Now notice the front arm bends slightly. 6, 7, woo, and 8. Let's do that again. Raise it up, scoop it. Any of these exercises on your own, you could add extra sets to. 6, 7, and 8. Yes. Okay, let's roll it back. Now we're going to still working the core. Now we're working the obliques, so we're taking it up, and we're going to go to the side and up. Side and up. This is 2, 3, 4, 4. Make sure you're not arching the back. Notice my knees are slightly bent. 6. Ooh. 7. And 8. Okay, so go ahead and stretch it back just a bit and down. Okay, so we're going to go down to the carpet or a mat or whatever you have, and I have 2 big books here. These are called either hip thrusters or weighted bridges. I'm going to do them sideways so you can see. So I'm going to come down on my mat, and you can do this without weights too. So I'm going to have seated, and my hips are rolled into the spine so that my back is not arched. So I don't want to be like this, I want to roll it in. I'm going to take my 2 books. If you have weights at home, then just put weights across your abdominal, and I'm going to lift. This is great for the glutes and the lower back. I'm going to do 2 sets of 8, and then I'm going to hold it for a set of 8 and come back to this. If you have sciatica, this is a great exercise, and I'll show you a nice stretch when we're done for that as well. All right, so this is set 7 and 8. Now I'm going to raise it up, and I'm going to hold it for a set of 8 and squeeze as tight as I can. Notice I'm holding onto my book so I don't slide down. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's go back to a set of 8. 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and take off those books. Now let's stretch out. So you're going to cross the right leg over that left knee. So my ankle and knee are connected. I'm going to bring up that left leg, take my right hand on my right knee and press it out as I'm pulling in that left leg. You should feel that stretch all the way down that right hip and outer thigh. You can roll your ankles while you're there. All right, let's go to the other side. Plant that left leg. Now bring it up that left leg. Connect that ankle to the knee. Bring it up. Left hand, left knee. Press it out and pull in that right leg. Circle the ankle if you'd like. And release. Okay, so everything we did standing up had to do with the middle core. We worked the obliques. We did some trunk twists. Now we're going to focus on the lower abs. I've got my can of food. Actually, I'm going to take this one because it's not so slushy. And I'm going to lean back. Now, this really doesn't engage my abs at all. So I have to lift up out of that rib cage. I'm going to take my weight, and I'm just going to go side to side for 2 sets of 8. If you can't feel this, you can even lift your legs up. All right, let's go 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and put that down. We're going to come on our back, total back, still working those lower abs. You're going to go knee to elbow, and then you're going to bring that straight leg up. We're going to do 8 on this side and then 8 on this side. I like to relax my arm out to the side here, bring it up, and then try to touch that ankle. This is 2, 3, 4. Notice my head is off the ground. This keeps that entire ab engaged. 2 more. Last one here. All right, let's go to the other side. I'm stretching out this arm here. My arm stays, or my head stays off the mat. Bring it in and touch. Make sure you're breathing. 6. Last one. Boom. All right, go ahead and stretch the arms and the feet in the opposite direction like you're getting up in the morning with a good stretch. And relax. Let's do that one more time. And relax. we're going to work the upper chest. We're going back to our weights. We're going to do a combination set. So let me show you sitting up what it looks like. You're going to be on your back, and the first set, you're going to bend the elbows and bring it in and keep those elbows bent the entire time. Those are called bent arm flies. It engages the bicep, works the upper chest all together. You're going to inhale down, exhale up. Following that, we're going to take the weights to the side of our chest and press up. These are your standard dumbbell presses. After that, we're going to do a stretch in between, and then we're going to repeat. So let's get going. On your back, plant the feet. Make sure that your tummy is tucked in, your hips are rolled in so your back is not arched. Bend those elbows, bring them down and up. Inhale down, exhale up. 2 sets of 8. All right, this is my second set. And 8. All right, now I'm going to push my elbows parallel out from the shoulders and overhead press. Notice that I'm not touching the dumbbells or the cans of food together. That's to keep resistance on my arms. 6, check your back. All right, one more set. 6 and 8. Now we're going to push those weights together, and you're going to pull it over, take a deep breath, and bring it back over the chest. This engages your lat muscles, which are your side back muscles, stretches out your triceps. It's just a nice way to sort of take a break between all those presses and flies. Let's do 2 more of these. Take a big inhale over and exhale coming back. Last one. All right, so let's go ahead and repeat that. Bend at the elbows, down and up, 2 sets of 8. All right, second set. 6. And straighten them up, turn them out, press this. Same breathing exercise. You're going to inhale down and exhale up. You wonder, how do you breathe? Whenever there's exertion, that's when you exhale. Exhaling. All right, final set here. 6 and 8. We're going to push them together and pull over. Set of 8. Inhale over, exhale coming back. Four more. 3. Okay, go ahead and put those down. We're going to stretch those arms out. So we're going to bring the arms straight up, palms facing each other. You're going to press them towards the floor, chest towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Woo! Let's do that one more time. Stretch it up. Separate, press them towards the floor, chest towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath. And exhale, one more hug. Woo! Grab a leg and roll yourself up. Okay, so we're ready for our final stretch. We're going to start with our feet, our soles of our feet facing each other, and we're pretty far out there because we're going to bring it in 3 increments. So you're just going to roll it forward, and it's okay to hunch your back a little bit here. You should feel the stretch right here in the hips and scoop it up. Pull it in a little tighter. Do that same stretch. Roll it forward. And as we pull the feet in tighter, scoop it up. You're not only going to feel it here, but now you're going to start feeling it on the inner thighs. And one more time, pull it in as tight as you can. Hold at the toes. This is a good knee stretch too. I know, because I've injured my knees before. This is part of physical therapy. And scoop it up. You're going to bring out one leg straight, cross over the other leg. You can either do this or just hold on to that knee, plant this hand, and stretch. Outer thigh and back stretch. And relax. Let's do that stretch one more time. Grab, twist, and relax. Other side. And relax. One more time. And relax. Now coming to your knees. Come up to your knees and then take a stand up. We're going to stand with my legs coming out from the shoulders. So you're going to reach over. This is very similar to how we started. Turn that hand, press. And other side. Turn that hand and press. You're going to reach forward like you're hugging a great big beach ball. And bring those shoulders back. Touch those shoulder blades together. One more time. Bring it forward and back. Now tilt the head to the side. Press that shoulder down, arm and hand down. And up, forward, bend and tug. And up and over. While you're there, pat yourself on the back. You earned it. Other side. Shoulder, arm, hand, and up, forward, bend and tug, up and over, pat yourself on the back again. Someone's got to do it. Might as well be you. And take a deep breath and roll it on down and hold that stretch. Now cross at the arms and gently stretch. Swing back and forth. Hands are down, bend at the knees, slowly roll it up, shoulders rolling back. Now, bring up those elbows, bigger range of motion here, and single arms all the way back. Do 4 of these, 2, 3, and 4. Back to the elbows, bring them back. Really feel those shoulder blades touching in the back. And now just back to the shoulders. And I want you to take a deep breath, blow it out. And one more time, take a deep breath and strike your pose. Whoa.